Hello everybody, David here for E&D'S Weird and Wonderful Things. Happy Monday everybody. Hope everybody had a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Erica and I got back from Ruidoso, New Mexico yesterday. Had such a great time. Go check out the video about the Airbnb properties that we stayed at, and yeah, it was beautiful. And we got a ton of really cool antiques and stuff while we were there. Some of which will be for our own collection, and some of it will be going into E&D'S Weird and Wonderful Things out at Bussey's Flea Market, and some of it will be going to some other locations that we'll be at in the very near future, and we'll talk about that soon. I'm going to show you some of the stuff we got. Super excited about it. One of my favorite things that I got was this log cabin syrup tin. Look at that condition. This is gonna be late 50s, early 60s, and it matches I got this about 2 weeks ago, my log cabin maple syrup glass bottle. Yay. So this will be staying in my collection for a little bit right next to this, and super excited about that. The last video I did about weird and wonderful things that we got, I told you that when you see something you've never seen before, get it immediately. I found some really cool things that I'd never seen before. So the first of which is, okay, this. So I saw this sitting there and it wasn't extraordinarily impressive to me. And then I looked at this and I was like, that's kind of weird. I've never seen that before. And then underneath it, I found this. So this is a 1950s, mid-1950s hamburger press, and it's in really, really good condition. So I've seen quite a few of them online, but none of them with the box that I've seen. So the box is like, it's toast, but it's still there. Yeah. So the box was in a bag underneath this. I'm sure like hundreds of people walked past this, maybe thousands of people walked past this in the antique store that I was in, and saw good conditioned wood, and a plastic bag, and we're just like, that's not what they were looking for. But I had never seen this before, which made me find this, and it turns out they go together, and that's a 1950s hamburger press. Super cool. Okay, I love the tobacco, and especially cigar boxes and tobacco tins, anything tin, absolutely love. Check this out. Really, really good condition. Super, super cool box I'd never seen before, right? It's in great condition. The inside's super beautiful. Look at that. Marbled yellow gold flake. Really cool tobacco tin / cigar box. Found a nice Rotan, which is a very common brand, 40s, 50s, 60s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. So not extraordinarily rare, but I've never had this tin before. Got it at a great price. Here's two other tins that I had never seen before. This cherry blend, white can with the lid on it, and this as well. This was actually pretty common brand, but I have not found this exact tin. So the back was definitely sitting in the sun for a significant amount of time, probably in a window. So it's faded, but the front part of it is in good condition. Yep, absolutely love that. Okay, here's another thing we've been collecting. So matchbox holders. These were, hung next to people's stoves and ovens and fireplaces, and fit a box of matches inside, and then you can just grab a match and strike off the side and light your stove or fireplace or whatever. We have quite a few of these at E&D'S Weird and Wonderful Things. Whenever we see them, we get them now, if they're, affordable and at a good price, but this one's in really good condition, and I love it. Okay, this is my first glass tobacco tin. So the top of it's tin. I say tin, you can't really say tin anymore, but the top of it is tin, right? And the inside of it is glass with paper, right? And this brand, never heard of. This was dental snuff. So this was tobacco snuff that was actually good for you. Yeah, because you could do a whole bunch of false advertising back then. You still can now. Yep. It's really, really cool. I love this. This is going to my grave probably. Probably won't see this at E&D'S Weird and Wonderful Things. Love this. Yeah, got a couple of other really, really nice tins. So here's one of the best things that I found. gonna unwrap this paper here. This is very, very fragile. Oh, okay. Ta-da. Tobacco pouch. I want to say from the 40s. I haven't done a ton of research on this yet, but the tobacco is still in there, so I'm not legally allowed to sell this. This is probably also going to my grave with me. The paper is super fragile. Yep. Not unheard of, not completely. You know, you can definitely find them out there, but this is the only one I've ever had in my collection. Got it at a great price, yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Love that. Okay, so here's so far one of the last three things are the best. I saved the best for last, right? So this, when I first saw it, I was just like, oh, that's really pretty. You know, this might be a repop because it's in such great condition, okay? But it was so affordable. I was like, you wanna know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get this. So beautiful tin, I'll just display this. It was really, really inexpensive. And it looked to me at the time like it was a repop, okay? Because of how good a condition it is. So having looked at this for a little while, there is one scratch on this. One scratch. This is not a repop, okay? This is from the 1940s, mid-1940s, and it is a polishing cloth. Not only is this not a repop, oh my God, the polishing cloth is still in there. So this has been, since the mid-1940s, this has been sitting around someplace very, very safe. And probably in somebody's collection, probably sitting on somebody's shelf for a very long time, and then sitting in somebody's collection for a very, very long time. This is the original tin from the 1940s, polishing cloth. Like, I don't collect polishing cloth tins. This caught my eye because of how beautiful the graphics and color was on it. And like I said, I assumed it was a repop. Having done a little bit of research on it, this is the original 1940s polishing cloth tin with the polishing cloth inside of it. So super, super good find. This will absolutely end up for sale eventually after I do a little bit. So when it comes to things like this, like condition, like that's the most important thing. Like I found another cool tin that I had never seen before. This was a tin of medicine tablets, not in very good condition. I got it at a great price. Probably gonna make $2 or $3 off of it. You know, maybe a little bit more than that. You know, but the condition of it's not very good. You know, to see any kind of tin, any kind of container from the mid 1940s in absolute mint condition, that's what makes things resellable. That's what makes things collectible, right? So people that are serious collectors of antiques and, you know, vintage items, they want mint condition. Yes, they want rare. Yes, they want never seen before. Yes, they want special. But you want, it's so hard to find things like that in mint condition. You know, that's what the collectors want. That's what they're looking for. Okay, next really, really special thing that I found. I grew up with these. I absolutely love them. This is the oldest set I've ever seen complete. Lincoln Logs. Look at this. I absolutely love this. So this was sitting on a shelf. Look, there's still cobwebs in there. This was sitting on a shelf behind something that was behind something else at an antique shop, right? And I was actually waiting in line to check out, and the color of it caught my eye, and I got out of line and moved two things and found this. And you wouldn't believe what I got this for. It had been sitting there. It was so covered in dust and cobwebs. I have no idea how long it had been sitting there for, but this is a set of 91 Lincoln Logs. The only thing that's missing is the top. All 91 Lincoln Logs are in here, and the instructions. This is going to be late 40s to mid 50s, this set. And it is complete minus the top of the box, which, you know, the box is in great condition. The bottom tin part's in great condition. All 91 Lincoln Log pieces are in here, and so is the instruction manual. Absolutely pumped when I got this. I spent the whole rest of the day, except for when we were out hiking, looking at this on and off. I was super, super excited about this. Okay, and the last thing that I'm going to show you is probably not super, super valuable, but it caught my eye, once again, covered in dust, in an alley in an antique store, and like a walking alley in an antique store. People have been walking by this for decades, and I'm not exaggerating. and it caught my eye. I polished some of the dust off of it, and I immediately took it and put it under my arm and walked it up to the register. So this is, and we've done a little bit of research on this, it's gonna be hard to see. This is a very, very old, it's a print of a very, very old painting from the late 1500s by Peter Bulgergil. Yeah, right? So very common, or very well-known painting, excuse me. So this is from, where in the Netherlands? It is from Vienna, Austria, from the art gallery that actually has this original painting. This is a program from it, right? So somebody was in the art gallery in the 50s, and this was on the front of the program. This was inside of the program. If you look at it, we actually opened this up, and there's an article about it right here, taped to the back, right? So this was, somebody got this in the art gallery in the 50s and framed it. So when we opened it up, it's actually like magazine paper, right? So this was a program from the art gallery that's been framed from the 1950s. And I just thought this was absolutely beautiful. Everybody that knows memes, you see that guy right there? That's a very common meme right there. Usually says something like, when you're older than 30 and the headliner comes on at a concert, and it shows that, right? So the original painting is from the late 1500s, like 1583 or 1589, it says in this article right here. And but this is a program from Vienna, Austria, where the original painting is displayed. And yeah, definitely from the 1950s, really, really old, and great frame. And this caught my eye. I absolutely love it. I got it for pennies, and probably display it in our house for a little while, and then maybe it'll find its way into one of the venues that we sell at, whether it be Bussey's or one of the other places. So thank you everybody for watching this video. Once again, I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to share some of the weird and wonderful things that we got on our trip, and that we'll have out at our shop here pretty soon. Hope to see you at Bussey's Flea Market this weekend, heading into the Christmas holiday. Yeah, come shop local. Come support some small businesses, right? Don't do all your shopping on Amazon. China gets enough of our money. Come support our actual economy. And get some vintage, weird and wonderful stuff for your family and your loved ones this season. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.